8 wins, 7 draws, and 16 losses for Ruben Amorim in the Premier League with Manchester United. How long will United fans continue to suffer in the hands of the baby Portuguese coach? It's not looking good, and over the weekend, it was 1, 2, 3 goals to nil in favour of Manchester United City, including a goal for a certain player, Phil Foden. When last did Phil Foden score against a big side? Well, maybe Manchester United have finally left the category of being a big club. Fantastic weekend in the English Premier League. It was 3-star performance for Arsenal. For Chelsea, it is back to, of course, what they used to do. 4 games and against London clubs, 2 draws and 2 wins for them. For Spurs, they return back to winning ways. Also in the Premier League for Liverpool, the team who know how to do it at the late hour of every game for the 4th consecutive game in the Premier League this season. Liverpool have come up with a defining moment, and that moment is what struck gold for them with Mo Salah. Uncanny Sam and the Bishop joined me as we look at everything that transpired in the Premier League match day 4. But first, congratulations to Uncanny Sam, 100% score prediction for the Manchester derby. We must give it to him. 3-0, he said it too easy. He said so long as Haaland is in that team, there's absolutely nothing for Ruben Amorim. 3-0, he predicted. 3-0 it happened, and so went for a 3-1 prediction. Unfortunately, Donnarumma said no to that prediction. And for Chelsea game, I went for a 1-1 scoreline for Chelsea, and Brentford decided to add 1-1. I made it 2-2. But guys, great weekend. Well, maybe it's time for you to begin to take our predictions serious. You never can tell, you might be smiling to the bank. Imagine if you put your life saving on that Uncanny Sam 3-0. This morning, you'll be smiling with the CBN governor, you know. You'll be somewhere with Cardoso and telling him to shift so that you can stand in your own way. But guys, great weekend. We got start from the Manchester derby. I think it's time for this man to go. He said it clearly. He will not change his philosophy. But then I asked myself, what exactly is the philosophy? Because we are not seeing it on the field of play. You wanted a transfer market. Yeah. You've gone to the market. You've gotten players you want. Nah. But 265 million in the transfer market for just attackers. But guys, 3-0, unconvincing, defining moment. Doku was practically everywhere. Everywhere, but sad for Manchester United fans. Also.
First of all, I want to give kudos to all the Man United fans who follow their team. I want to rub it in a bit. I told them, at the bit of
Shekari and go. Rashidad.
I'll put it on Jesse. Yes.
In case you didn't see the name, add Mrs. Rashidad Abdul. You understand? Be specific.
Absolutely.
Just have to be calming down for now. That should be calming down.
It's a bad time to be a Man United fan. You see, and I told them they're going to find, it's going to get bad.
Right, so you mentioned it, man.
At the beginning of the season, I said,
you said it.
Forget about what happened in the game against Arsenal. They better to. I said, don't worry. It's Arsenal, it's first game. They will suffer loss. And it's just a story again. Here we go again. See, it's not as if at the should be used to this. No, it's not the same philosophy. If there's anything like that, same formation, same out. See, it looks like those players are the club. First of all, I want to have a go at the players. Do not know what it takes to wear the red of Manchester United.
Also, is it really about the club?
I listen to I want to start with if I get to the coach. I listen to Bruno Fernandes. They asked him, what about the history of the club? Does you think the team is making progress? And he said no. That they don't look back to forward. All they look for is about now. The players need to show that they want to play for the team. And I quite agree with him. He's sure he's this guy. Sometimes you ask yourself, are these guys Manchester United players? Sometimes your coach will be bad, but at least you will pick out 1 or 2 positives. What are the positives in the game against Man United? Against Man City, pardon. The answer is nothing.
Well, Mbeumo's shot. That was Mbeumo's shot was.
I know it was
Brian shot was
the best out of the Donnarumma, but apart from that, they had chances. Before the end of the start to tell you that this team are creating chances because the money they spend, over 200 million pounds for strikers, are working. The team that created most chances in the Premier League is Manchester United. They created more chances against Manchester City, but how many goals did they score?
0.
For a team that paid over 200 million pounds for a striker. So there's a problem. And for once, I want to believe that they need to, they need to swallow their pride and believe that they're an average team. Rule number 1. We're no longer the minded of, we're a poor side. And for every poor team who want to get back to the top of the table, they must understand that they are poor, which means that they must start from shutting the shop at the back. If we get a goalless draw against Man City, it's a 3 point for us. If we get a goalless draw against Tottenham Hotspur, let's see, why they can't keep it shut at the back. And for a team that is not scoring goals, it's disastrous. So You said it, Ruben Amorim saying he can't change his philosophy that except they change him. Please, they should change him. The players need to step up.
What changing him is more expensive than even changing his philosophy.
But they've got to do so. The earlier the better.
You can't do that right now. You don't have to sing that club. When you were talking, a lot was actually going through my head. When did Højlund leave that team? Just and
look at how he's playing
well. He has
so
scored
well.
twice already.
He's playing well. What is wrong?
Did you watch Rashford yesterday?
I did. He was everywhere.
Fantastic player. Now, you've actually pointed finger at practically everybody. Højlund, Rashford, Sancho,
everybody's bad. Sancho came in, had a fantastic game against Chelsea. And even though he was
all these guys have actually left, they've gone to find their rhythm elsewhere. So it
something.
shows that something that the coach is doing that is not right? And the truth is this: if it's not working, change it. Like we always say, you don't change it if it's working.
Yeah.
We only have issue when you change it and
when it's working.
When it's working, but don't change it.
Like
we have issue with Liverpool. we have issue with Liverpool a little bit because we overchange what is working. They overchange what. But come on, in the case of Manchester United, right? It is not working, right? Change it.
Period.
The philosophy is not working, change it.
Period.
If it works in this Portuguese league, it's not working here. Change it. Arteta have changed his philosophy. Arteta was playing free-flowing football, but he has to change it.
Did you watch his game against Man United?
Forget about Manchester United generally. No, I mean, at some point last season, they called him the king of dark art. He needed to get something for the team, so he changed it. He changed his philosophy. We've seen coaches changing their philosophy, right?
Guardiola is playing long balls nowadays.
He has changed his philosophy too.
Yes.
He doesn't hold the ball as much as he
used to. Now, City and I
they've actually invested so much in defense.
How can Man United have more possession than Man City?
The Man City in their own
tells a lot of stories.
So you, Amorim, if it's not working, change it. If it's not working, change it. But we address a particular issue at the beginning of the season. We say, look, if a car is bad, you don't just change it in.
No.
You don't just repair the car. You
change the engine.
You change the engine.
What are the bearings?
What happened with Manchester United? Just repainted the car up front. Spot on. Fact, whether I like it or not. The guys up front,
that looks like a Ferrari.
Forget the fact that they're not actually scoring. They can walk into a lot of teams.
Yeah,
they can walk into a lot of teams.
Yes,
except
Sesko, yeah. But Cunha and Brian can walk into a lot of teams.
Can we, before you go on, can we dry Sesko in the dryer right now?
I've never believed. Now, Arsenal biggest mistake would have been signing him because forget about the price and everything.
Though he might come to
numbers, see, the numbers.
No,
he will never be better than Gyökeres.
No, he will never be.
Never be.
Yeah, he'll never be better than
Gyökeres. Will never be.
But he will be better than
Look, I watched him a little, right? He doesn't give me that dominant. See, he wasn't a dominant player. He was not doing extra. Even while I was watching. See, he was playing in a league that was not competitive enough. So he was not dominant enough. And he was not competitive enough. But Gyökeres was scoring enough. And Gyökeres was dominating. So let me take it. So aside Sesko, the two of the guys up front, Cunha and what's his name, Brian, can walk into any other team. Like where we have issue is the midfield and the defense.
Yes, solve those issues.
Those are the issue. Now, guess what? Okay, one of the players that they actually said is not good enough, he should leave, is Onana. Onana left too. How many goals did they shift in? Immediately Onana left. 3 goals. So was Onana the problem?
No.
Somebody said something yesterday when we were talking about this thing. He said if a goalkeeper faced more than 200 shots
in a season,
the problem
is deep.
So the problem is deep. Now that was
skin deep.
No, it's more than skin deep this time around. It's more than skin deep because he is skin deep with supervision.
And again, just add a little bit on this Man United issue. I think they've scapegoated a lot of players. It started from the guy. The guy is the problem.
He doesn't know how to play with his leg.
to Maguire. Maguire got another. I'm telling you, the next scapegoat. I'm listening to the press right now. It's going to be Bruno Fernandes.
I mean, he's going to be
the next scapegoat.
People are calling him already that it's time for him to go. You understand? But here's the simple truth, right? I will always want to go. I always want to differ with a lot of people when it comes to the issue of Manchester United. The problem is foundational. The problem started from that period of transition.
The
problem is foundational.
I agree that there's foundational problem.
Yeah, it is.
Come on, Sir Alex has left the club
for so long a time.
Now, you get it wrong at that process.
He's left since 2013. We understand that foundation could be a problem.
Yes.
But are you going to use 25, 30
now here is okay. Let me tell you what the problem is.
This is a club that
is why I'm insisting. Just give me a minute.
Go ahead.
See, let me tell you why it's foundational and why it is. I mean, the way it is right now, right? Okay, he left without a transition plan. He just picked somebody. The difference between him and Arsene Wenger was before Arsene Wenger left. During the days of Arsene Wenger, there was no sporting director. Those guys were brought in first. They spent the first life of Arsene Wenger trying to fix. And Arsene Wenger knew he's leaving the following season.
Yes.
That's 2017, right? Yes. So 2016, they brought a lot of
those guys
that would do these things. Then I mean, since Arsene Wenger left, just 2 coaches, right? Yeah. How many years now? I think 7, 8 years now.
Yeah, about that.
7, 8 years now. No. Almost 10 years now. He left 2017. Okay, no, 8 years now. So now with Alex Ferguson, no plan. He just handpicked somebody that is going to succeed. Yes. He felt the guy is good enough. Now, because he didn't work with Moyes, they now lose their cool. They've never given any coach reasonable time. See, Man would have sacked Arteta. for not winning anything for 3-4 years. Man would have sacked Arteta.
Well,
you understand?
Because
if you're reasonable,
I think their best bet.
They were winning, right? See, they were winning, right, but they were struggling.
Struggling to win, yeah.
They were winning, but they were struggling. But you understand? Man would have sacked Arteta. Mind you, one of the managers took them to second, I think. The year Chelsea won this. They still let go that manager. Mourinho. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Pep Guardiola.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And it's behind Pep Guardiola, and they describe it as best season. Behind Pep Guardiola.
Of course, you understand. And they let him go. So the fact that there has not been consistency. Now the problem here is this: it's lack of consistency, and that's why I'm insisting you need to keep Amorim, no matter apart from the financial implication, because it's going to cost you a lot. How much are you going to give out to coaches just like that? You understand? Within just the space of just last 1 year, you've let go. What was his name? ETH. Now you're letting go. This. Do you know the cost? Then that lack of consistency continues.
They'll probably bear the cost, guys.
See,
they have to.
No.
This is no. I just have 8 wins in the Premier League from 31 games.
7 or 8. 7 I think.
8 wins, 7 draws.
Okay, 7 draws.
And then a European 16 losses. See, there's no how. United have not won back-to-back games since Amorim in the Premier League since he became a coach. Now, Sunderland were just promoted to the Premier League. They've gotten back-to-back wins in this same league. So if you are saying that you want to continue to keep this man, you want to continue to play your philosophy, you want to continue... See, this is not even about players. For me, sometimes I look at players and I say players have their own problem. No doubt about it. But there are games where United have played Burnley on a Sunday, go and play Bournemouth on a Wednesday, and don't get back-to-back wins.
Let me put it
so
on this point
it's not even about...
I think, it trickles down.
So before just let me just say something. We've agreed here that, look, he's a mid-table manager.
So let him go.
He is no good enough to coach Manchester. We agree, but we're looking at the financial implication.
Okay, for how long?
This team has been on a losing spree for 6-7 years, you understand? So how long are you going to... And what's the guarantee that the person is going to take over? Can you tell me 5, 6, 7 good... 2-3 good coaches that you can just close and play?
I think Xavi Hernandez. See, even if you become a disaster, not at the level of Ruben Amorim.
Well, he's never. Well, I agreed. He's never a big team. Yeah. So come on.
But I want to look at it from this point of view. I'm trying to behave like I'm playing devil's advocate. You get to sack Amorim, and I asked who's going to be the next manager, and I asked him. We asked because of, and he said it was Mourinho. Get him 2 years.
Nah, come on.
I'm like, nah.
Mourinho is
stable the ship.
No, Mourinho is tapped out.
Quick fix. No.
Mourinho is like Mourinho gives the vibes of what's his name? Novak. And Lewis Hamilton. They are tapped out.
Finish articles.
Sincerely speaking, finish articles.
Let me sincere.
Pochettino comes back.
Pochettino from the US. Well, for me, it sounds better. But you cannot let go a job that gives you waste of mind. May have suffered a lot.
Rest of mind,
waste of mind, my brother. He's not even doing well.
He's having fun.
He's not even doing well. I'm talking about him.
Yes, but they're hosting the World Cup, so he's having no route. Finished second in the Gold Cup, now in the World Cup. So not a bad start for a manager who expect him to win everything he's coaching. It's United of America. But the truth remains, man, let's be realistic. Man United are in a big dilemma. They need to sort out whether it's a coaching issue, make that decision. Are we going to keep him? If we're going to keep him, then now, let Man United fans be here for long suffering. It's going to get worse.
See, the confirmation
may get better.
See, the confirmation I had that, look, this guy is not meant for a big team was the last match
when he turned from that penalty shootout.
When he was not bold enough
to
watch that penalty.
For me.
That was when I knew.
That was I
wonder how you pander to the yearnings
of people. How do you
people.
transfer confidence to the players if you can't watch a single penalty?
If you can't watch a penalty,
it makes me wonder: does it take training?
Abdul,
or is it handled by his assistant?
Exactly. That's maybe does he even go to training? Just like you coming to the studio now, I cannot tap from your belt of the
because it's crazy because I know what lack of consistency does to teams. That's what I'm still advocating. Look, aside from the financial implication, right?
And the footballing aspect.
I'm talking about the football lack of consistency. Yes. Because to see what you're going to bring right now, probably you don't say, okay, we are going to excuse him this season, and this isn't his team. You understand? Yes, you need to allow him to. So he has to start again next season. They have to spend extra money again next season. You can't continue. See, you are Rick Marolin. It can't continue that way. Somebody need to be bold enough and take this thing. Yeah. Allow this guy sit down, get your act right, do the right thing. You understand? Because we can't continue like we're a big brand. Aside from playing Madrid in Europe, the next club that everybody wants to win is Manchester United. Forget about it. Not even Barcelona.
If they should keep him, which I think like we have agreed on off air, right, they should keep him because of the sense of consistency. Man United should prepare to suffer. This season will be
the question is this, like we agree. See, the team is bad in every aspect.
Yeah, so
aside from the guys
let's allow the ship sink, and let's build a new boat.
I wonder why you have such enormous problem. You concentrated so much on just your front line. Midfield defense was never a problem to you. Come on, nobody does that.
Please, for my fans, if I'm Amorim, first start from the basics. Simple base. What's the basics? Do not concede goals. If you don't concede goals, you don't lose games. When you start not losing games, confidence gets better. You now start walking into the midfield and then attack. See, you cannot start building a car from the tires. You start from the engine. Let the car be able to move. And how can they move? It's by keeping the ship steady, not losing games, getting too difficult to lose, difficult to be beaten. From there, if they don't win, they lose a game, they don't lose another game, confidence begins to grow. And maybe, there could be light at the tunnel. But I look at that tunnel right now, I don't even see light. It's dim.
There's no tunnel right now.
Let's leave Manchester United and Ruben Amorim. Let's look at Manchester City. We must also speak about them. Praises to Pep Guardiola. 3-0 win, Erling Haaland with a brace as usual against United. What makes Manchester Derby is already top scorer in Manchester Derby?
8 goals already.
In just 3 seasons or there about 4 seasons.
That's the Haaland effect. That's why
easy.
That's why Man City has.
And that's why I call him
Man
during the
United
preview.
has Sesko. Still different now. Man United has Haaland. Please put it.
Manchester City.
Man City has Haaland. Put it anyway. I'm talking to the camera right now. Chelsea. I'm sorry. Man United has Sesko. Big golf in difference. Sesko was a passing.
Funny enough, they came from the same league.
Yes.
No,
The Bundesliga.
Yes.
They came from the same league.
They came from the same
The
league.
same route.
The same route,
The same
yeah.
league. But not the same route.
So it's not.
Because one played where.
Well, I remember what I told you during the preview. I said, look, this is simple. You have Haaland in your team. The only thing
The X factor.
The only thing that has been effectively able to keep Haaland quiet for almost 2 seasons now is Arsenal. We have Haaland in that team. He's always going to be that different.
And then, of course,
they were not even fantastic yesterday because, like I said, that day I was talking about being fantastic.
No.
I spoke about 2 things. I said number one, they actually lost back to back, so they cannot go.
They can't afford
to lose
6 points behind
afford,
the table. I mean, 9 points. If they had lost, it would have been 9 points. I mean, then that's number. Then number 2, they are at home and they have the Haaland effect. As bad as we think they are, they're still better than Manchester United. They're not in the same category.
What a player.
Well, I mean,
we don't saw brings of what we saw when he scored 27 goals last 2 seasons.
No,
what an absolute player!
No, right. I saw something and I was just thinking, is scoring goal that difficult?
It's not that difficult.
Well, not entirely, but you have to also be in the right place at the right time.
That is important.
It's not scoring the right place at the right time.
I mean, I was listening to the commentary yesterday and they were talking about scoring goal in the Premier League, some sort of very Herculean task. And I went back to check in the last 10 years, the number of goals that have actually been scored, apart from the 2014-2015 that they scored 987 and 7 something goals. Other years, it's been 1,000 plus goals in 280 games. It means an average of 2 goals is fine.
So goals
last 2024 was even the highest, 1,246. Last year was 1,115. So scoring goals is not that difficult for me. Yes, it shouldn't be that difficult. If they scored more than 1,000 goals in 200, that's what we're talking about. Now in 2024, it is about 3 goals per game that is scored. And you have a striker.
You know why we like Sam to be in the studio. Figures.
But you've got to give him for Phil Foden. Happy to see him score goals back. He's missed it.
Hopefully he gets back to Phil Foden we saw. He used to be the best player in the country. He became a passenger. I just hope maybe because of England and World Cup,
I think,
you know,
can he?
No, well, this is the time Man City. This is the time Man City need all their old players to help these guys.
If Jack Grealish can be Premier League Player of the Month,
but funny enough,
anybody can come back from the dead.
What makes a great player? Consistency.
Yeah, of course.
So if you're good, you always find a way of grinding.
No, he's good, but not great. That's just what it is.
He's just another English player.
No, not another. Above the another English player, but good player. Above a little, you know.
Above Saka?
No, I didn't say above.
Above Lampard?
No, can never be at that
level. Above Gerrard?
Like, no, I'm of his generation now.
Of his generation?
Who of his generation? At least better than Grealish.
Become better.
That generation?
He's better than Maduke.
Obviously, yes. No. Obviously, yes. No, so don't go there.
It's okay. Let's leave it
there. But guys, let's leave Manchester United and Manchester City. Let's go to what transpired earlier. That the Liverpool 1-0 win over Burnley. Clutch time again. For the 4th time consecutive this season. In the first game of the season against Bournemouth was Federico Chiesa, 83rd minute. In the second game, it was Rio. Rio came in the 10th minute of additional time to score. In the third game, it was the 86th minute against Arsenal, where Szoboszlai scored fantastic free kick. And yesterday, on Sunday, we saw it again. Penalty shootout. Penalty, I beg your pardon, from Mo Salah. At the dead from Hannibal.
Now, can we now scratch it? It's no longer Fergie time. It's Anslot time.
Yeah, I think it's now Anslot time. 4 games, 4 clutch time.
It only tells you how difficult it is for the team right now. The team is not doing well.
No, let me rephrase it soon. I think it's more about champions mentality. No. Because every other team might have get
me and you agreed something. We and you agreed off air. I mean something. We said, look, that was just a reflex. Because if that one didn't touch that guy's hand by the end of the penalty, I understand, but that was just a reflex.
Stuff of champions, first of all.
It happens, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the mark of champion. I agree, but it shows that team is struggling. It shows that team is not the same enough. I mean,
the long run.
But you wouldn't watch Arsenal that weekend and watch Liverpool and you say these teams are on the same category. They're not in the same category, right? And it will soon backfire. It's not going to continue that way. It soon backfire.
This may matter when the Premier League title is being decided. They may matter. All these crazy points you pick here and there.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting it right now. Which this, but I feel, see, are they going to do that? Are they going to do that against the real? Okay, fine, they've done that against Arsenal, right? And against Newcastle, right? Yeah. Are they going to do that against Man City? Are they going to do that against Chelsea? Are they going to do that against Tottenham? You understand? And if you struggle this much against teams like Bournemouth, against teams like Burnley, Baba, it said something. That's a big question mark.
No, there is, because
that's a big question mark. I took my time yesterday. You've been so hard. You've been so hard on Florence with, right? I took my time yesterday to watch him carefully. But that guy get issue. But yesterday he has a better game. Yesterday he has a better game. He upped the game a little bit. Even like that, you cannot cover. You know what was? See, we're talking about a team that spent close to 100 million for 3 players each. Just 3 players. Iketike, how much?
Close to 90 something. Florian Wirtz, 100.
So 3 players.
This was a British record.
Forget about British record. 3 players cost them almost 350.
Yeah.
So this team shouldn't be a team that have to dig this deep
to score.
They dug deep
to beat Burnley.
To beat Burnley.
That's the problem.
There is a huge problem.
Man United beat Burnley too.
Do you know the only bright side there? Do you know the only bright side of that team?
Clean sheet.
No. Well, clean sheet aside. No.
But
I think Gravenberch. That guy is dominant. That guy is everywhere. That guy looks so. See, take him out of that game. Crazy. And you saw what happened. First half, they need to take away KKs. Because it was obvious he was on his way to get a red card. And that is where tactical wherever comes in.
The thing is, to be honest, Liverpool got it wrong with Kekes and Frimpong. They got it absolutely wrong.
Not really. See, Frimpong doesn't make a bad signing.
Well,
Kekes is a bad signing.
Going front, Frimpong will be a good sign.
Yes.
But defensively, they'll struggle.
Well, but that was the case. That was the case with Arnold.
That's why I'm saying Robertson was a better defender.
He's still a better defender if you ask me.
But now you've got 2 players who are forward thinking.
Yeah, no.
And one is
that's why I say maybe
I'm not defensive.
And the other one is not even good enough for thinking. Talking about Keke is not good enough for
thinking. That's
thinking.
why we get to a Liverpool of club of 2-3 years.
And that's why Soboslai is not deputizing at right back.
Having a great time at right back.
I think during the second half, they drafted me. Yeah,
Bradley came and also had a great game.
Still couldn't do anything.
But at the end of the game,
see, the funniest thing is this: getting ball on target was even a problem.
For
they were dominant, but they couldn't even.
There
was no shot on target.
It's called Parker. He said the team said very, very tight. So you should know what Burnley came for. They
did the same thing against Manchester United.
But the quality of Liverpool should.
We just spoke about something right now. We talk about the quality. They are the current champions. They're the current champions.
It should be 3 or 4. Just tell them, you're good. You want to create a low block. We'll break you down. Master of those days, when they were on fire, we'll break that ball by the snap of their fingers. It just need like in the word of Erling Haaland, a Kevin De Bruyne pass.
Simple.
And is that so?
Oh, a California now.